Bad enough that they're going to go so egregiously against comic book canon that they're going to give T'Challa a son that he never had in the comics. Bad enough that they're so racist that they think we'll be satisfied with not the T'Challa, but a T'Challa look-alike. Bad enough that they intend to ruin a young boy's life by locking him into the film industry for the next 10 to 15 years in the unenviable position of filling the shoes of one of the greatest actors of our time. Bad enough that in their half-assed attempt to empower black people, they stick this character with the fatherless black child cliché. And it's bad enough that they try to replace T'Challa with a presumably soon-to-be aged-up son while diving into an overarching story concerning the multiverse. Take all the time you need, Marvel. But they also want us to forget that T'Challa II has an origin story that is nearly identical to that of the villain from the previous film. An origin story, if you'll recall, that made him the villain. They were that desperate to justify their erasure of T'Challa from the Marvel Universe that none of their decisions were thought through, and proves that from the very beginning, they didn't believe in the bile that they were spouting from their own mouths. Like I said, delegitimizing black male heroes means more to them than consistency, and it shows. That, by the way, is the same reason Captain America: Brave New World didn't do as well as it should have. Despite Sam Wilson being the new Captain America, Marvel just didn't have the heart to put a black man in the forefront the same way it did for Chris Evans when he was playing Steve Rogers. Before I even saw Brave New World, everything I'd heard about it suggests that they'd turned Sam Wilson into a, quote, magical Negro. An antiquated character archetype who lives for the sole purpose of uplifting, embellishing, or placating his white counterparts. And now, having seen the movie, I can say that I was pretty much right. Although the movie itself is actually quite excellent, save for that part. The fact that this same movie is trying to sympathize both an Israeli soldier and a president with warm color scheme skin who is also a mindless monster who destroys everything he touches. I'm upset that I'm not talented enough of a writer to write satire even close to that level of political tone deafness. And it doesn't even stop there. Secret Invasion with Samuel L. Jackson, Sabotage, Armor Wars with Don Cheadle, In Limbo, Blade, need I say more? In fact, word is out on the streets that the reason Blade is not getting made is because they want to kill off Eric Brooks and replace him with his daughter. And Mahershala Ali is simply not having it. Killing off an important black male Marvel hero and replacing him with a female relative. Where have I heard that before? And these people really want us to believe they're committed to a Wonder Man series starring Yahya Abdul-Mateen II as Simon Williams? Especially when James Gunn originally suggested Nathan Fillion for that part. And as an extra cherry on top of this racism a la mode, this series is supposedly about a struggling black actor trying to break into the industry. You can't make this shit up!